Welcome to the TechHub.training SQL, the Guild of Gold Challenge solution. We'll start by pulling up our Access database, and if you're unsure how to create a query, you just go to Create Query Design. It's going to pull up your query, and then you can either hit SQL View by right-clicking or hit SQL View here, and that's where you can type your query. It's right there. All right, so let's start with Query 1 or Quest 1, Chronicles of the Vault Keepers. This one, we just want to select the distinct quest leaders, so we just make sure we use a select distinct right here and from quests, and that will give us a list of all the distinct quest leaders. And then quest 2 is Sagas of the Glittering Hoards, and so we're going to go on SQL View, and this one, we're selecting our type name, the sum of the treasure value, joining treasure types and treasures, grouping by the type name, and then we got to make sure we order by the sum of the treasure value descending. So you can get the highest total value first. And then our quest 3 is the 5 legendary treasures. And this one's a little bit different than most databases where you'd use limit. To get the top 5 quests that have amassed the greatest wealth, we're going to use select top 5. Quest name, the sum of the treasure value, joining quests and treasures, and we're grouping by the quest name. And you have to make sure you order by the sum of the treasure value descending, so you get the top 5 treasure values. So you can see this will be their top 5, quest 5 being the highest. And then quest 4 is the Wealth of the Realm. And so this one we're selecting the quest leader and the quest name, and then we're getting the average treasure value, and I just rounded it to make sure we only have 2 decimals. And joining quests and treasures, we got to make sure we're grouping by the quest leader and the quest name so we don't get any errors, and then ordering by the treasure value descending. You can see all of those. And then our last quest is going to be the Diverse Bounty. And so this one we're trying to get a count of all of the different types of treasures that we have. And so I'm going to select the type name, and then I'm going to count the type ID. You got to make sure you're specifying which type ID to use, since there is one in the treasure table and the treasure types table that we're joining on. And so I just used T and TT. And so I did T.type ID, so I'm using the treasures table type ID. And I'm grouping by the type name, and then again I'm ordering by T.type ID. Make sure you get that in so you don't get an error. And then that's going to show us the magical items was our highest count found with 53. Thank you so much for doing this SQL challenge, and hope you can find some more challenges on TechHub to test your skills, and have a great day.